Hi guys. Okay, I'm here at my mother's house right now. I went to the Goodwill outlet this morning, and when I came out, I literally locked myself out of my car with my cell phone, keys, purse, everything inside the car. So I went back inside, and they were really helpful. I mean, they let me use somebody's cell phone and all that. But I tried calling the police. The police don't break into cars anymore. They can't, they don't have the equipment to do that anymore. So while I had the phone, I quick called home, and because they have extra keys. They have an extra set of keys for my Jeep. And I told them, just call my brother and have him drive them down to me. So I'm standing outside. It's cold, it's damp, it's crappy, and I'm waiting. Didn't take very long, but here comes my father, drives up with my keys. My father, who can barely walk, he drove the keys to me. So I was I was nervous, but I was watching him follow me in the rearview mirror, and he did very, very well. And every time somebody says you can't drive anymore, he gets really mad and says, I've been driving for 60-something years, and okay. But he did very, very well. I was doing this the whole way home, get him home safe. But, oh man, I'll never do that again. Now I'm hyper aware, you know? Holy crap. Stressful. All right, guys. Hi, guys, and happy Saturday. We had a very strange Saturday, and I'm sure you've already heard about it in the beginning of the video. But home safe, all's well. So, all right. I did actually have a fun day, though. Once everything was, you know, once I was back in my Jeep and I could relax, I was alright, because I'll tell you the story in a little bit. Alright, so this week I had a very fun week, and, well, I didn't have a very fun work week, that's for sure, but I mean, I came home one day and I had this great package on my porch from my friend James the Brew and a beautiful card. And what he sent me was his winter brews, because you know he's a brew master. I call him the mad scientist. And what it is Rabbit Hole Rapture Infusion Brown Ale. So it sounds so good, and I have one right here. And I've been resisting trying them since I got them. I wanted to hold them to try with you guys. And it was so hard to do because the day that they came, it was so nice and cold out that when I opened the brews, they were already like remarkably cold, and I could have popped one right then and there, believe me. But I'm gonna try it with you. Well, it smells great. We're using a little German Meister Pils Schwaben Brow. Very, very cool little glass. So here we go. From James the Brew Q. You can check him out here on YouTube. He's called The Brew Q, letter Q. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. Look how that poured. And there's a lot of fizz in there. It's a beautiful brown. And it's got a nice little head there. Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. Oh, it's outstanding. Oh, it's so good. It's it has like coffee notes. Oh, that is delicious. What a great winter brew. And that one's called, oh, I love the name too. That one's called Rabbit Hole Rapture Infusion Brown Ale. Look at that. It's like almost, it's like a cross between a brown and a stout. It's not as heavy as a stout, but it has a Guinnessy flavor. It's just so good. Oh, it's amazing. Thank you, James. Cheers and Merry Christmas to you, Becca and AJ. I have something going in the mail for AJ pretty soon. Alright, and he also sent me Brew Q stickers, which I love. Very, very fun. Alright, so today I went to the Goodwill outlet. I went early. I figured it was cloudy. It was overcast, and I said, let me go early in case it gets cold and starts to snow, whatever. And I went inside, went around, found one thing, went back to the car, opened the passenger door. See, I didn't take my dad. This long story. I didn't take my dad this morning because my mother warned me. She said, you know, COVID is getting bad. He's an old man. I don't want him around all those people. I said, all right, you know, all right, let me just run up there. I'll leave him home. Because, like, we told her about the waiting room and all that stuff that just, she just didn't like the idea at all. But it wasn't that crowded this morning. And so, like I said, I opened the passenger door, put my purchase in, did something very stupid, because I have a habit of opening the door, pushing the lock shut, so I don't forget. And then I put my purse down on the seat and closed the door, and I was locked out. And my phone was in the car. My keys were in the car, of course. My wallet was in the car. Everything was in the car. So, hang on. I think I'm going to have to change the battery. I'll be right back. Okay. So, I went back inside and I went up to the girl and I said, can you help me? I did something really, really stupid. I locked myself out of my car. So, I said, just call the cops. Just call the cops for me. You know, they'll be able to open it and I'll go. I'll be on my way. So they called the cops. And the cops said they don't do that anymore. Now, I remember always cops opening doors for, you know, opening doors for people. But they don't do it anymore. They don't have the equipment anymore. That's what they told her. So they said they gave her a number to call, and somebody else would have to come and get me into the car. So the girl was so sweet. She gave me her phone, and instead of calling that guy, I called home, and I told my mother what I did. My hands were shaking because my hands shake when I get really nervous. And I asked her to call my brother to bring my spare keys. Alright, so I'm waiting. Didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. But my father pulls up. I was like, oh my God, he drove here by himself. I was really instantly like freaked out for a minute. And he said he couldn't get in touch with my brother. It went right to voicemail. So he came by himself all the way down to South Hackensack. So I followed him home. At one point, I got in front of him somehow, and I was watching him through my rearview mirror because I said, just let us get home. Just let us get home. And he did very well, very well. And like I said in the beginning, every time we tell him you can't drive, he gets really pissed. He's, I've been driving for 60 plus years, and I know how to drive. Okay. But he did very, very well. I could not relax until I was home in his driveway with him in the garage and out of the car. But it was a stupid thing. I mean, I've never done it. I did it years ago with my Escalade in a snowstorm, which is okay. I mean, I got out of the car. The car was running. I got out to clean the snow off and locked my keys in the car. But that's the only time I've ever done it. I've never done it with the Jeep, so I don't know what the hell happened, but it was like a senior moment, I guess, and it was just not a good thing. And I said, I said I'm never doing that again. And the people were so nice. Like another employee came outside, a big guy. He said, I understand you locked your keys in the car. And I said, yeah. He's like, I'm going to try and help you. And we looked we went all around the car. There was like no way into this thing. No way. So I said, don't, thank you. But somebody's coming to bring my spare keys anyway. So, insane. But, I don't feel that stressed out. I didn't freak out as much as I normally would. I don't know. I stayed very calm. I just didn't know who was going to bring my keys because, like, Skeety lives 40 minutes away from me, and he would have to go to my parents' house, get my keys, and bring them all the way down there. I didn't think that was fair. My brother was right here in Garfield at his shop. He could have just swung, got the keys, and ran up there. Not bad, not far. But they couldn't get him either, so. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll walk to the Record King, and then I realized how freaking far that was. And not only that, but my purse was right on the seat, like unzipped and opened. So if I left the vehicle, there's my purse for everybody to see, So really stupid. Whatever. It's done. It's over. My father saved the day, and everything was good. Everything was fine. Oh, this is really nice. I need this today. I need this really lovely beer today. So, okay. So, I have stuff from 2 Sundays ago from the Thrift and Passaic that I forgot. I kept forgetting the show. And, they're beautiful. I mean, they're in amazing shape. Just beautiful shape. And I love this kind of stuff. So I got 2 Christmas records. Oh Joyful Day, Christmas music of the 15th and 16th centuries. These things are like brand new. They're beautiful. So I got that one. And I got this beautiful thing. Christmas Night, Carols of the Nativity by the Cambridge Singers. The City of London Symphonia. Look at that beautiful thing. This one's even a gatefold. So cool. So cool. And, I don't usually... Well, you know what? That thrift store in Passaic, that new one that we found, that's the one that me and my dad found that show and tell phonograph and TV. We found that there. It was the only cool thing I ever found there, and then I found these 2 records. And I had my mother with me that day, and she hated the place, hated it. She's not a thrift store person. And now that she's hearing stories about thrift, like one of my favorite thrift stores where I was taking my dad quite a bit, the Red, White, and Blue, where he bought his shoes that time, and we bought a bunch of CDs. My mother said that she read an article in the paper that that particular thrift had several employees with COVID, and one of them died, and I don't know, so don't be taking your father to that place anymore. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm telling you, this from a woman who in the beginning didn't believe it. I couldn't get her to wear a mask. None of that. Now, she's all nervous and worried about it. So, I guess that's better than being like she was in the beginning. But anyway, that's why I didn't take my dad this morning. She would have got mad. He had to go there anyway because he had to rescue me. Unbelievable, right? A couple of eBay things here. I got beautiful picture disc. Julian Cope doing Christmas Morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, Morning. Beautiful picture disc. I love this. Very fabulous. And this Lindsay Sterling, Warmer in the Winter. This, if you don't know this girl, she is so amazing. This Christmas record is incredible, but she is amazing. She sings, she dances, and she plays the violin all at once, you know, and there's a lot of instrumental on here, which I like, you know, better, but her YouTube videos are remarkable. She plays the violin and dances. She's just incredible. And she's unique. She reminds, like a Kate Bush of today, you know. Just really, really intense. So I'm into this. This has some beautiful things on it. Dance to the Sugar Plum Fairy, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Carol of the Bells, Angels We Have Heard on High. Really, really beautiful. Very fun. Very into her. She's my newfound artist of the week. Alright. So, when was it? Last Sunday. Was it last Sunday? Yes. Last Sunday morning, I got up to make my coffee, and my Keurig had just died. It was pouring water out before heating up, so the heating element was shot. And I had that Keurig for years. It served me very well. So anyway, I said, you know, well, I'll get one for Christmas. Somebody will give me one for Christmas. That's what I'll ask for. Alright, well, I went to the thrift the other night after work, and I found brand new, still in the box, Keurig. It's not a higher end model like the one I had that made multiple cups on one filling. It's an individual one, but I don't care. I only paid $30 for this, and it was still sealed, still in its packaging, and still in its you know, corrugated stuff inside and everything. So brand new, unbelievable. Can't beat it for 30 bucks. So I don't mind that it's an individual cup, because I only make one at a time anyway. And we had gotten the other ones back in the day because it came with a coffee pot. You can actually make, but the big pods are so hard to come by, so it was kind of a waste. You needed the big pod for the special Keurig coffee pot, and they were really hard to find. So basically we wound up making one by one anyway. So I'm pretty happy with that. 30 bucks, right? Alright, so I was so happy to be able to have normal coffee again, because I borrowed some instant coffee, and it just doesn't taste the same. Once you're used to fresh brewed coffee, instant is really hard to get used to. So it was only like 2 days before I found that, and I was fine. Alright, so what do I have here? Okay, so before the locking the keys in the car escapade, I found these. over there at the outlet, I found these really, really, really cool snowshoes. Really cool wooden snowshoes. These are patented in US and Canada, made in Canada, and they're called Snowmocks. Is that cool or what? That is so freaking cool. So, I don't know where I'm going to hang them yet. I might hang them on the fence or the shed, but they're really, really fun. I've always thought, what do you call snowshoes are very cool. And I've been in many country inns and things like that, pubs and country inns, that, especially in ski country, or like out west here, out western Jersey and New York State, a lot of the ski lodges would have snowshoes like crisscrossed over the mantle and stuff like that. So I've always loved them. But to find them in the by the pound thrift was pretty incredible. And so when I put them in on the scale, they charged me $6, so I guess they were like about 6 pounds. So that was pretty cool. You find them in antique stores, they're a lot of money. Alright, so then I braved going out again, and every time I opened or closed the door, I made sure the keys were in my hand. Because I'm telling you, I just can't do that again. Especially, and I happen to have to be all the way down in Hackensack, right? Not just across town. Making it very difficult on my father. Although, he did fine, I have to say. I'm very proud of him. I don't know. So I stopped in the Dollar Tree and I got more bows. I needed more bows. I needed a few more bows because I was wrapping the other night. Almost all done. Almost all done. And I have Friday off. And then we have the next 2 weeks are short weeks too, because Christmas, and then Christmas is a Friday, and then New Year's Day is Friday. So very, very cool. Alright, so at the other thrift, I went in the other thrift, the local thrift, and I found this little Santa mug, Merry Christmas to all, to go with my new Keurig. It is so cute. It's Santa and his reindeer flying over the rooftops. I love that. And a big full moon over here. It's just adorable. 59 cents. I got this Santa box here. I love this. It's really cute. This was designed by Winter Wind Folk Arts for Midwest importers. And it still has its tag, Winter Winds. And I loved it because Santa looks so serious. He doesn't look jolly at all. He looks dead serious. And I just thought it was so beautiful and all carved and wooden. Very, very cute. I found What Jane Austen Ate and Charles Dickens Knew. From fox hunting to Weist, the facts of daily life in 19th century England. Oh, this looks so much fun. I love this kind of stuff. Right now I'm reading a book by Luc Sante called Low Life, and it's about New York City around this time. Actually, it goes from the 1800s into about 2025. The evolution of New York City during those years, the formative years, when New York City went from farms to what it is today, you know, from a teeming downtown to farms all the way up to Harlem and to what it became today. Very, very, very interesting. So I'm looking forward to this one. Then I found this big monstrous book for my dad for Christmas. This is the Encyclopedia of American Facts and Dates From the first Norse explorers in 986 to the present, covering more than 1,000 years of all aspects of American history and pop culture. This is the kind of stuff my dad loves. And look at the size of this book. It's huge. So that was fun. Got it for $1.99. I also bought some in the Dollar Tree. I bought some candy and some little gifties to give them if they win at the, what do you call it, Christmas Bingo. Remember the Christmas Bingo? I loved that last year, and they really had fun with it. I found it in the thrift last year. It was all shrink wrap, brand new. And I brought it over there on Christmas, and we played it with coffee, and just, it was, they loved it. And I think it's great for like hand-eye coordination. You know, they match the picture and just put their little thing on it. And whoever got bingo, I had like little prizes for. So, and they really, really enjoyed it. So, it is so good. All right. The other thing I got is so fun. It is Extend Mistletoe. Okay. This is really fun. Really, really, really fun. It's mistletoe. It's a ball of mistletoe on a telescoping stick, so that you have mistletoe wherever you go. And if it wasn't COVID time, if it wasn't like, if we weren't in the throes of this freaking disaster, I would bring this to work and have fun with it. I think it's really, really cool. I love that. How fun. It's brand new. Still sealed. Love that. So that was the thrift stuff. Oh, James, this is really awesome. I have been, oh, look at that. Love it. This little glass is perfect, too, for it. I love it. And it's a German glass. It has the 0.2 liters on the back. And it says something, but I can't read it. So the big thrift was not that crowded at all. Didn't have much at all, but they did have their snowshoes. I can't believe it. They even had another pair for for like a smaller, maybe they're not for kids, maybe they're just a shorter version, but they were aluminum, and I like the wooden ones. You know, for display, I think the wooden ones are much cooler. What else? This morning I was in my boxes, in my tubs of Christmas, looking for Vaji's stocking. And I found Mr. Jingles, you know, the little guy that goes over the wine bottle. I'll put a picture of him right here. Remember him? Because I was looking for the Christmas Bingo, but it wasn't in any of the boxes. I said, where the hell did I put it? And you know, I do that. I say, I'm going to put this somewhere where it's easy to get to. And then I forget totally where I put it. But all of a sudden, as I was going through the boxes, I said, I know what I did with it. I know exactly what I did with it. And I went to the living room. It was on a stack of games right in there. So, I was glad. So what else? Okay, so I planned, I know what I'm making for Christmas. I'm going to make a British roast, beef roast, and lobster tails. So we're going to have like a surf and turf kind of thing. I'm going to make my famous onion gravy. The banger and mash style with Worcestershire sauce. And see, I like the way the British people just call it Worcester sauce. Worcester sauce. It's easier. So with Worcester sauce and malt vinegar. I put a little bit of each of those in my brown gravy with caramelized onions. Out of this world. So we'll do that. I'll do the lobster tails. And I'll do mashed potatoes. Probably a fresh green bean casserole. I don't want to do it with the canned beans. I think I'll do fresh string beans, because Aldi has beautiful fresh string beans, and I'll blanch them or parboil, whatever, and then make the casserole out of those. And then I'll make a trifle. So we'll have more of a British Christmas this year. And I think it'll be fun. So when my father came to get me, when he came to bring the key, I said, I saw that I missed a call from you. Did you want to go out today? And he was like, no, I really didn't, because I didn't feel that great because it was so damp. When it's damp, his legs hurt. So he had to come out anyway because of me, because of my stupidity. Oh well. At least he didn't have to walk anywhere. You know, he just got in the car and drove. But still, I really wish I didn't do that. Because my plan, in fact, like after I checked out, they had cleared the room. They were going to do they were going to bring new stuff in and do another round. So I figured I'll go to the car, I'll drop off these snowshoes, and I'll go back in and see what new stuff they put out. But once I locked myself out of the truck, I was like, no, I'm getting in the truck, I'm leaving. That's it. I can't, you know? So, that was that. Oh, God, guys, what a morning. But you know what? It was nothing. It was nothing compared to what I go through on a daily basis at work. So, I think that's why I was more calm. Yeah, my hands were shaking, but that normally happens. That happens when I get nervous. It's just something I can't control. But other than that, I was pretty calm, cool, and collected. I didn't freak out. And the people were so nice. I mean, they were so nice. You know, so. Anyway, guys, I think that's about it. Chat, chat, chat. Lots of chattiness today. Nervous tension, I guess. But, Christmas is almost here. 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. Under 2 weeks away, I think, right now. And it's coming so fast. Somehow, everything got finished. And I didn't even have a plan this year, but everything just worked itself right out. It was really, really great. And I figured if there was anything I didn't finish or needed to do, I would do it on this Friday, you know, the 18th, when I'm off. And all I'm going to have to do now that day is go to the post office and mail my stuff. You know, mail the things that I need to mail out. So it worked out very, very well. I'm almost all wrapped. Got to get a couple more little gifties for the bingo game, bingo prizes, and that is it. And my boss will probably let us leave early on Christmas Eve anyway. He's really good like that. And I think that's it, guys. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. I hope you're getting there with all your Christmas chores and preparation, whatever. Hope your trees are all up. I am enjoying my trees immensely. At the minute I walk in the door, I plug them in, turn them on. The house has to be lit with Christmas. It has to. I just love it so much. I was driving last night home from work in the dark, and so many people have Christmas lights all over their house and things on the front lawn. I just love it. So maybe one day before Christmas I'll take you on an evening trek, and we can look at all the lights. There's some people really went all out this year, and I can see why, because it was so warm so many days that there was plenty of opportunity to get out there and comfortably put your stuff outside, you know. And my little tree that my neighbor gave me and transplanted for me is doing amazingly. It looks great, because now, I'm sure by now, because we had some freeze, by now it's dormant, so now it's just going to sit there, and in spring it'll be used to its place, and it should it should do really, really well. It's a beautiful little tree. I'm so happy with it. And I have a little solar spotlight on it so that at night it shines on the tree. It's really, really beautiful. I'm just thrilled with it. I wanted to put little red velvet bows all over it, but I want to let it establish itself first. I don't want to mess with it until it's happy in its place, till I know that it's okay in its place. So next year we'll put little red velvet bows all over it. So that's it, guys. Comment, subscribe, spread the holiday cheer. I love you all. I will talk to you very, very soon. And remember, Tink merch and Radio Tink merch below. Fun stuff for Christmas presents, especially our masks, which are amazing. And that's it. I will talk to you very, very soon. Mwah. Love you all. James, thank you again. I love it. Love it.